I'm just wondering, what was your reaction when you heard about the injury to Jalen? What's your reaction, and how do you think you guys responded to that on the field?
It was tough. Of course, it's tough hearing that with everything going on as the game's going on and having to hear that one of your brothers went down. But I think we responded well on focusing on the most important thing, which is next play at hand.
Edward Stanton.
Hey, Jonathan, another follow-up on injuries. It wasn't just Jalen that got hurt. You got Deontay Brown on the offensive line and a couple other people dinged up. Just talk about the way y'all reacted to all the injuries and just seemed to overcome it.
I think we did good. It's part of the sport. Guys get banged up. It's kind of the next man up mentality and fighting through it. I think as a unit and as a team, we did a really good job of fighting through that adversity.
James Ludman, go ahead.
Hey, I want to ask you about Mac Jones and his progression as you played tonight. You guys just seem to be clicking on all cylinders tonight as well. So just tell us a little bit about how much you've seen Mac Jones grow in the last, 4 or 5 games.
I think Mac, like everyone on the team, and even as a complete team, we continue to take strides forward each and every game, and something that we focus on and just keep elevating the standard of play at all costs.
Aaron Suttles, over to you.
John, you mentioned it was a sort of a next man up mentality going forward. Your role will probably increase even more than what we've seen. How much is the success you've had earlier this year do you think will prepare you going forward this season?
I just think that that it will prepare me well. We will all be ready, and I think the offense is the offense. It is what it is, and it's just something that has a lot of weapons, and everybody's able to kind of eat at different moments.
Tony Sakalas, go ahead.
Yeah, John, you talked about that next man up. What did you see from Slade Bolden, and how confident were you when he came into the game?
Completely confident when Slade came into the game. Slade had a great performance, did his job like everybody else. I think we all have faith and trust in the next man who's supposed to step up.
Back over to Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, John, how did you guys find out about Jalen and the extent of his injury, and when did you find out?
I think we kind of heard stuff on the sideline a couple drives after, but I think that's kind of when we heard it, like on the sideline, just a couple of drives after.
Just wondering, on the offensive side for you guys, who should we watch out for? Who should people be watching out for in receivers after seeing Waddle go down? Like, who are the next guys you expect to step up?
Slade Bolden, he played a pivotal role today. He stepped up and made a few big plays. Javon Baker, Trayshawn Holden, Tyu Bell, those freshman guys as well too.
Mike Rodak, over to you.
Yeah, Patrick, Nick Saban said he was proud of how the defense played tonight, even though there was a few moments there. Just how far have you come these last couple of weeks since the Ole Miss game, and how far do you still have to go?
We just set ourselves to a high standard. We know Ole Miss wasn't our best performance. And, we just learned, from that game, and we played better as the weeks came. And, we just focus on our roles, focus on our plays, and focus on communicating and flying the raw.
James Ludman, you're up.
Yeah, Patrick, I noticed since the Georgia game, you guys have really improved in a number of areas. What are some things maybe in practice this past week that you guys really utilized and worked on for this game to go as well as it did for you defensively?
Well, we worked on numerous of things, like as I said before, communicating, flying around to the ball. We've done a tremendous job. Coaches have been putting us in the key roles in the best position we could be. So you got to give, forward to the front seven and the whole defense, linebacker, secondary. We are communicating and flying around.
We'll go with Brett Hudson and then Joey Blackwell.
A lot of downfield routes out of Tennessee's offense tonight. Was that something y'all were expecting, and how do you think y'all defended the downfield routes?
It's something we expected for sure. We made, they made a couple big plays. We made a couple big stops, but something we're gonna look at the film room and look to get better on and improve on.
Hey, Patrick, just a quick question about Malachi Moore. What is something like his strip, his scoop and score? What does that do to the defense as far as motivation also? And what do you have to say about Malachi Moore's season so far?
Looking at a young guy making those plays, gives us motivation across the board because, we could depend on him. He's making plays as well. And, this sky's the limit for him. But as the season go on, you could tell he's been getting better, more comfortable as the weeks go by. And, he's going, like I say, he's only going to get better.